This is Life Prepper here, and on my weight loss journey. I have my ups and downs, but I want to talk about the keto egg fast diet. Now, I've done it. This is my second time doing it, but I only do 2 days. I found that I can't do 3 days. And I'll explain why. The first time I did it for 2.5 days. First day I felt good. I was eating a dozen eggs a day. I was doing my cheese. I was putting butter in my coffee and stuff like that to get my butter and everything in. And I cooked them up different ways. Now, second day, I felt like crap. I still did the eggs. I felt like crap. I didn't have no energy and everything. So, by the third day rolled around, I finished off part of my eggs, and then I said, I'm done. I'm not going to do no more after I ate the others. Okay, I was done. So, in that, I lost 4 pounds. Now, it did jumpstart my system. It did, and that's what the intention was. I wanted to jumpstart. I was getting stagnated. I was getting a little bit of weight here and there. Not a lot, just, a little. So I decided to do it again for 2 days only. And I'm on my second day, basically. And first day, I only ate 8 eggs. And I decided to boil them. And what I did, I made me up a sauce with butter. It was some homemade sauce that I made with celery and onions and jalapenos and things like that in it. So I used some of that. I added butter in it. And yesterday, that's all I had in it. And I put boiled eggs, and I boiled my eggs and set them down into the sauce. And I ate the boiled eggs, so I ate 8 of them. And then I did some cheese, later. And I did butter coffee. Okay, so I felt fine. I did a bunch of stuff, but I didn't go to bed until really late. And I got up, of course, like every morning, basically around 5 o'clock. So I didn't get a lot of sleep. But today I felt like crap. My legs feel like rubber. I don't feel good. I lost 1.4 ounces overnight. I don't know what I'm going to lose by tomorrow. I'm assuming it'd be about a pound, roughly. Now, I'll finish it off. I went ahead and boiled 10 eggs up this time, and I'll finish off with my 5 more boiled eggs tonight. So, the thing is, what I found is that it does jumpstart your system. You do get potassium in your system eating eggs and stuff. You do get your healthy fats in you from the butter and everything, but it's extremely low calorie. A lot of people eat like 6 eggs. Some of them may eat 8 eggs. And it's just varies on it. Now, I tried it the first time getting up. You had to eat an egg within the first 30 minutes. I did. Now, here's the problem. I do 16-hour intermittent fasting, sometimes 18 or longer. Sometimes I just do basically one meal. Sometimes I might eat 2 meals or one main meal and then eat some light stuff along the way. And then I have my basic cheat days. Now, the reason I did this egg diet was we were still, where we do our jobs, we were still stopping and getting things to eat that really wasn't really what I need to be eating. Like we would go on all-you-can-eat fish day, and so everything is fried and stuff. So of course I had all that coming in. We would go where we could get healthy food like a salad, but still the chores, they had the same thing all the time, so there was still a lot of limits on what I could get. And then I would still eat a bowl of dessert and everything. So I always figure those fell into my basic cheat days or whatever. But as I progress on this, I'm cooking more and more at home. So I needed to jumpstart my system and get back on track on losing weight because I had plateaued. So I just had to come to the decision that I can't be eating out at all, basically. I'll still do it from time to time, but I'm just basically... we're cutting down to all-you-can-eat fish on once a month, basically, or maybe twice a month, roughly that. But we're cutting down on everything. So as far as jump starting my system, it's great. But what you got to understand, when you're losing weight from this crash diet, this diet here, is it is not, Rufus, behave. It is not all fat. It's water gain and things in that area. So I think that's why maybe this time I didn't drop as much weight. What I noticed, so once I did the 2.5 day egg diet, I noticed I started getting back on my dropping my weight routine, and I was balancing my food and stuff. The longer I do it, the more balance I get on things as I start to cook more and more for myself, making up my meals and things in that area. And the cravings for eating out is getting less and less. What I'm saying is, when you go out on a job, it's easy to run in and get burgers and fries and everything. That's simply calories. It's not, tastes good, but my hips and stuff says I don't need all that. Now, it is beneficial to, as far as overall, to jump start your system. I believe in doing calorie cycling, so I don't do the same amount of calories every day. I have my cheat days. I have my days I do not do 16 hours. Sometimes I do 12, sometimes 10. Sometimes I'll go 20 or 23 hours. It all depends. What I do is I set myself up like this on these days. I do the 16-8, and say I eat at 11, start at 11, and my eating period is over like 7 or 8. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like that. I'm so tired I can't think. Okay, so, but a lot of times what I do is 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 8 hours. Okay. A lot of times I do is this. I may have stopped eating at 6 o'clock. I might have already ate at 5 o'clock and I stopped at 6 o'clock. But what I do to keep myself going is I look at my 12 hours from 7 to 7. No matter what, that's my 12 hours. And then I add in my other 4 hours, which ends up being 11 o'clock. So, benefits of the egg diet: you get potassium. You do drop some weight with it. The problem is I find I get extremely weak and fatigued on the second day trying to do things. I'm out there trying to tear a siding off. I don't even have the strength to do it. I find that once I got over, maybe if I did it 5 days, it'd make a difference. But I have things I got to do, so I cannot afford to feel like crap. I can't afford it. So 2 days is a benefit. I jumpstart my metabolism. I dropped 4 pounds last week from it, roughly, where I'd gained some weight back. It got rid of a lot of it. Probably was water fluid, maybe a little bit of fat in it. I'm dropping down again. Let's say, so it's just something you have to research on. But for me, this time around, I stayed on my intermittent fasting, and I ate around 10 o'clock both days. So I stayed within that pattern. Yesterday I did the bulletproof coffee first, and then I ate my eggs later. Today I just did coffee, and then I made up my sauce with cream cheese and butter in it, and I added my other into it, and then I dipped my boiled eggs down in there and everything, and then I would just take and eat my boiled eggs. So they was covered in that sauce. And also another thing I do is, because I make my own mixture of spices for cooking and to drink as a tea for my own health benefits, I do that as well, and I add it into my food. So it is something to think about. It is not a standard recommended diet every day of your life. It is fine to do a couple of days here and there, or 3 days, or if you want to go for 5 days. But if you have a very busy schedule, you need to think about it, because you're going to feel the lows, you're going to feel the crappiness, but you are going to drop the weight if you do it right. But you can still gain weight if you eat too much butter. It says 1 tablespoon of butter for every egg and an ounce of cheese for every egg. I'm going to tell you, 12 eggs is 12 ounces of butter, and then that's 12 ounces of cheese. That's a lot to eat on. So you have to think. I did not do the exact thing. I didn't do a tablespoon of butter on every bit of it. I didn't do an ounce of cheese on all of it. And maybe, but the thing is, I still had to stay within a calorie intake. Eating a dozen eggs is roughly, it's not even 1,200 calories. And then you're adding your butter into it and everything. And then you're adding your cheese with it. So it depends on how much you add with. And then you're allowed to drink up to 3 diet drinks a day if you want to. What I do is I went and got some sparkly water, flavored water, and some other drinks at Aldi's and stuff to drink for like 55, 65 cents. So I had that, and I drank a lot of coffee. So that's my opinion. That's how it done. And I will probably do it again later. I would like to, it's fine, but I do it on days that I know I don't have to make a lot of plans. I should have went to the gym. I just didn't feel like it, but I do work out at home some, so it's got its benefits. It did jumpstart me. It did get me going, and it's not for a long term. And if you got to realize, if you're trying to lose this weight, but you won't, as soon as you come off it, you can't go hog wild and eat everything under the sun. You need to still moderate what you eat. And if your intention is to lose weight, then you lose the weight. But intention is maintain weight, then you want to maintain your weight. Do your research. There's a lot of prepper here saying be safe, be happy. Bless you all.